Well, well, well. All right. While I sit here and put some ends on some cables, I figured I'd make this video to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas. Going out today to turn on the tower to a new RV park. And hopefully we get them up and running before Christmas. And then on Thursday, I will be heading out to Lake Waccamaw to get that RV park hopefully up online as well before Christmas. All right, so let's get this this end here ready to be a Ethernet end. Let's see, get all the unnecessary stuff out of the way. Hopefully everybody's having a good Christmas this year. Hopefully you're able to spend time with your family, your friends, whoever it may be that you want to spend time with during Christmas. It's a little chilly out there today, so I am definitely bundled up. The good thing is the RV park that I'm running, connecting up today, is right next to the one that I'm in myself. I can actually walk there. I can open up the blinds and actually see it. But it's all controlled from here. And then I have a new client in this RV park that wants to be connected. They had satellite. They were planning on selling their RV and they decided not to, but they got rid of their satellite service, and instead of going back with that, they're just going to hook up with us, which is going to be a lot better because there's no data caps and it's actually reliable and there's no contracts. And when they want customer service, they don't have to talk to somebody in another country or the accent, even if they're in this country. Pretty much they can walk across the street and knock on the door and get customer service. Or text, email. A lot better than what they're dealing with when they had satellite service. I mean, of course, now that satellite service may be a pain in the butt to some, but if you're out in the middle of nowhere and you have no option but that satellite service, and it will give you internet, connect you to the rest of the world, then the value of it, it's worth it. It may be expensive, may be locked in as a contract. I do believe that one is, if you don't pay for the equipment up front, it's like a 24 months lock-in, basically, until the equipment is paid for. It's better than nothing, I guess, when you don't have anything. But when you have other options, by golly, it's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. So we got the end all nice and prepped up. Now we're going to take an end just like this. And I'm using a red one because this wire is actually going to have 24 volts. That way when I look in a box, I can just look at the ends and tell that's got 24 volts on it. The end, red, blue, green, white, clear, it don't matter. It's all the same, but it's just the identification that I get to see by just opening up a box and see a red end. I know that's 24 volts. Be sure I got the right. See, white, orange, orange, white, green, blue, white, blue, green, white, brown, brown. All good. Now I'll put in the crimper. You have to get that wire up in there nicely. Get your crimpers. Get the wires all through there. Be sure they're all coming through. Just like that. And you crimp it, and it automatically cuts the wires off the end. Just like that. Now you got an Ethernet end right there, ready to go. Now we've got to do this end the exact same way. And then after we put another end on it, we're going to test it and be sure that we got everything crimped well. Oops, hit the camera there. Be sure everything is good from one end to the other on all 8 wires. Now we're going to take this here, come out right there, get that there, just like that, just like that. Then we can separate all the wires, just like that. Get this separator right here in the middle out. Get that out of the way. Then we have to untwist all the wires so we can put them in. Looks like we're going to have to do this again because this one actually went a little bit too deep and actually cut it, which I had a feeling when I turned the third time it went a little too deep. So we're going to have to cut the end off. That happens. Sometimes you just get it a little bit too tight and it just, there we go, 1, 2, get that off here like that. Let's do this again. Usually I can tell if I cut it too deep is this plastic comes off without cutting it off. If it's still on here like this, pretty much it didn't even get through the plastic, so I know it didn't get to the wires itself. So we're going to cut the string and the plastic off of there again. Then we're going, well, if I put the string actually in the cutter, it will cut it off. Then we're going to separate the wires. It's a very good feeling to get people out in the middle of nowhere that has no internet except hotspots, which usually they're limited of how much data you can use. It don't throttle you back, usually it just cuts you off. Alright, let's separate these wires. Some stiff wire, good old Cat 6. But when the wire needs to feed 2 APs, you need all the heavy wires you can get. Let's see. Separate there. Get this last pair undone. We got the white, orange, orange. Let's see, white, green, blue, white, blue, green, white, brown, and brown. Let's see if we can get an end on this. Oh, come on, wires. Come on. Stiff stuff. Woo! Alright, let's cut the end off of it. Get a flushed end. There we go. Alright. Let's see. White, orange, orange. White, green, blue. White, blue, green. White, brown, brown. Again, we're going to take another end. Slip. And I always like to use the ones that actually the wire just slips right through. It's so much easier. Them that you can't stick the wires through, you got to get the length just right. And my big fat fingers trying to get that up in there and everything else, no. Had enough of that. As soon as I was shown that you can actually get them with pull-throughs, I went with pull-throughs and hadn't looked back. And every now and then I get a container with pull-throughs, clear ones and color ones and all, that the machine did not punch the hole. And I stick that wire, it won't go through, and I look there, I see it's not open. Trash. I don't even try to use it. I'm like, nope. So let's see. White, orange, orange, white, green, blue, green, white, brown, brown. Pull them all and get the end up there, all up in there real nice. Put in the crimper. Cut them off. All the wires fall off there. Always like to get the cut and then like 4 or 5 good hard crimps. Now we're going to take, let's see which one it is. This end right here, I'm going to plug it in. Matter of fact, we're going to put it right back on here and do it this way. We're going to plug this in. We've got 2 ends here, 2 different size jacks. We're going to use this one right there. Then we're going to take this end and put it right there, which is just makes a loop, which tests the wires. And then we're going to turn it on, and as you see, 1 through 8, is indicating that this wire will send PoE and data with no issue, as long as the ends stay as they are now. So now I'm going to have fun and install this and get the tower of the RV park that way up and running. It's already installed. All I've got to do is put the nano switch that's feeding the dish that's feeding this RV park. I got to put a nano switch there, which is already mounted. I just got to need a jumper. Put a PoE up there and feed this park and that park from one wire that I've already ran, which is underground. So let me go have fun and get that done. Thanks for watching, and have a Merry Christmas, and look for the next video of me putting this in.